Hello and welcome to Brian's Got Game. I am Brian. And today I got a game called KETTOU. KETTOU is a 2 to 8 player reflex tabletop game by Table Forged. Do you have what it takes to be a samurai, courage, honor, and integrity? In this game, players take on the role of legendary samurai and battle each other in teams or go it alone in the test of speed and reflexes. So, let's check it out. And I'll show you how to beat your opponents in the combat phase, the best strategy in the Bushido phase, and to be the last samurai standing in KETTOU. Set up, lay out the Bushido cards in order. You can put the loyalty on either side. Then you take the flip deck, and you place it, and you flip over 4. Megiddo, Hidari-do, Hidari-men, and Kotte. Then we put in the combat cards, which are the defense, offense, and kata cards. We put these over here. Then we give each player, well, the dueling player, they select 2 from the ones available. However, this is the prototype version, so there's only 2 of each. Then they choose which one they want. So do that and that. So they have different attack and health points, and then different special powers. Then you flip over 2 cards. One player chooses one, places it, and the other player gets the other. They place it where they. So we're now ready to begin. Okay. The gameplay consists of 3 phases: the combat phase, the Bushido phase, and the draft new cards phase, combat cards phase. So, there's going to be a 3rd player, and you give them the reader deck. It's identical to this deck. So, they flip the top one and read it, Miggy Man. And then it says Miggy Man, so you try to hit it. Well, it's not currently on here, so if someone hits Megiddo, or any other card that's wrong, then the other player gets to rearrange their cards to set. If it isn't on there, nobody hits it, then they read the next one. Hidari-man. This one is on here. So let's say I hit it first. So that means I deal 2 damage to you, and then you only have 6 hit points left on that samurai. Then the Bushido phase. A player that won the combat phase rolls the Bushido dice, and it's a 9. So 9, I don't have anything. So then it's the next player's turn. 6, they do. If you're on offense, you deal an extra damage. They're not, so they don't get to use it. Okay? Then you take the card that was called, put it on the stack, and then you draw 2 combat cards, and the person who loses picks one, and then the person who wins gets the other. And then you refill. And play continues until your samurai dies, and then you put it under, and then you play as your other samurai. When both samurai have died, you are out of the game. And that's how you play KETTOU. Okay? Got my dad here for a parent's opinion. So Dad, what do you think of KETTOU?
KETTOU I thought was really fun. At first I was worried because you call out these Japanese words, and then it's the first person to identify them on a card and then slap them with your hand. And I don't know Japanese. But it took a couple rounds, and I figured it out, and I had a lot of fun with KETTOU.
Components are nice. They have the dice and the cards. However, this is the prototype version, so it's not the finished copy.
Yeah, but I think the artwork is pretty well set in stone. I liked how you had your set of cards there, that had the honor and integrity and compassion, and you could build up your skills on there. The different samurai were pretty cool, and so I think they did a real good job with the iconography and the artwork.
Strategy. So you have your Bushido cards, you have the KETTOU cards, the offense, and then the defense. So extra attack, extra defense, and then move your Bushido cards and other things like that.
Yeah, so I think there is a little bit of strategy, based on, just the probability of the numbers rolling. You kind of want to put your better Bushido cards in those numbers. They get rolled more often.
Though you don't want to put all of your attacks on one, because what if you roll it and you're on defense?
Right, so there's definitely, do you want to attack? Do you want to defend? Do you want to mess with the other player's cards? So there's a little bit of strategy, but I also like how the dice adds a luck element to that. So I really liked the variety that was in there, and I thought that it really balanced out the game.
It's pretty easy for kids. There is some hearing and then reading the cards for the mod and stuff like that.
Right. So I think they're definitely, to play this with somebody, they'd have to be able to read or at least identify the Japanese letters or words, even though they don't speak Japanese. And then there's obviously reflexes. So I think this is definitely a game that you would want to play, with people that are similar age.
Overall, it's a really good game. Nice components. The artwork is great. There's strategy, and it's easier for older kids. We really like this game.
Yeah, I hope this funds. I think this is a really cool idea. I think it's a great game. I think it's something that people can play together. In a party type setting, you have people over and have a little duel. I think with more people, it would be more fun. But you can play with two. We played two and had a lot of fun with it.
Thank you for watching Brian's Got Game. Please like us on our Facebook page, send us a tweet at Brian's Got Game, subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Brian, this is my dad. See you next time.